Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Katie. Today I thought I would film a short video for you. I have recently been doing some spring cleaning and I have decluttered my makeup collection. So I thought I would just share some of the items I decluttered. So if you are interested, just keep on watching. Okay, so I went pretty thoroughly through my collection. I just picked a few things out that I knew I wasn't using anymore or didn't like for some reason. So yeah, my cat jumped up here to say hi. Say hi, Kelly. Yeah, look at her. Anyway, I will start with some eye products. The first thing is this quad from Wet n Wild. It's really nice and I saved it for quite a while. This is called I'm Getting Sunburned. And I saved it for quite a while because I really liked this purple and this gold, but I just have similar shades in my collection, so I am going to pass this along. Also, if you're wondering, I am going to be giving the decluttered items to friends or family or Project Beauty Share most likely. Some of the things I may be selling on my Poshmark, but yeah, most of the stuff will be going to a good home. The next thing I have is actually, I just like DIY'd a Z palette type thing. And in here I have a couple of things. I have some highlighters from Luxie, a blush from Ofra, and then just some random single shadows. And then I have a whole nother palette full of single shadows. I haven't been as into single shadows lately, and yeah, I just had a lot of colors I wasn't that into. Some are depotted from palettes, most are from ColourPop or Coastal Scents, but this is a palette of single shadows that I will be decluttering, or just like similar repeat type of shades that I have in palettes or other things. So this is in a ColourPop Z palette, an old one. I'll clean it up a little bit before I pass it along. There's that, and then I have a couple eyeshadow palettes. I'm really attached to my eyeshadow palettes, so I usually end up keeping them, but this one is the My Little Pony one. I love the packaging on it, it's so cute, but I really just don't use this. There's some really fun colors in it, and I'm sure someone else would love to have this and use it. And again, before I didn't have colors like this in my collection, but now I have some Juvia's Place palettes and things like that that have similar colors. So here is this one. And the last palette I am going to be decluttering is from Too Faced. This was one of their holiday collection palettes. It's called The Best Year Ever. And it has a lot of really nice shades. It's really good quality. But I just don't really use these colors very often. I really do like, it has a blush, bronzer, and highlight, and I love all of these three. I was thinking about maybe depotting them, but I figured I'd just give this away intact or possibly sell it on Poshmark. But yeah, they're just kind of duplicate colors. It's really pretty though, so I'm sure someone else would love to have this one. Also, I have quite a few Too Faced palettes. I like the formula, but not as much as I used to. And I've panned 2 of them, decluttered another, and I still have like 2 more in my collection. I just started working on panning another, so I have a lot of Too Faced shadows in my collection already. And this actually, I do still have this book that comes with it, and it has like different makeup looks in it, kind of like face charts. Like here's an example of one, and it tells you different look ideas, which is really fun. I did all of these looks. But yeah, I can pass that along to whoever wants this palette. The next thing I have a couple more eye products. I have this single shadow from NARS. This is in the shade Myriad. It's a really pretty kind of glitter shadow. I just have similar shades that I like better, but this is a really nice shadow from NARS. I picked this up at TJ Maxx. And then I have another coral shadow. This I got in an Ipsy bag when I used to be subscribed. It's really pretty, that's why I hung on to it, but I have other corals, but this is gorgeous. I recently got this in a little Tarte set. Mostly I wanted the blush and the mascara. This is a loose shadow, again in a coral color that I just have in my collection, and I don't use loose shadows. So I'm going to pass this along. Then I have a Stila glitter. This is in the shade Mythical. It's a pretty kind of like iridescent pink color. It's just not a color I use. And I don't like the formula as this as much as my original Stila shades, even though this is, I think, a glitter and glow. It's not as glittery as like the OG shades like Kit and Karma and Diamond Dust and things. So I will pass this along. This I also picked up at TJ Maxx. This is an Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner. I just never use this, and when I do use it, it kind of burns my eyes. So I am going to pass this one along. And then last for eye products, I have this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. It's like a white eyeshadow base. I just don't really like how the shadows go over it, and I hardly ever use it. I only use it if I'm doing really colorful looks and I want to like intensify the base, but I just find a white shadow kind of does the trick in my regular eyeshadow primer, so I'm going to pass this along. Next I have a couple face products. I have two blushes. One is a mini from Tarte that I used to really like. It was in a holiday set. The shade is Genius. But this is a very similar color actually to the shade Party, which I panned recently. Or hit pan on, not panned completely, but they're very similar. This is more cool toned, but this has like a really matte formula, more matte than the other shade. And it's harder to build up. I just don't like matte blushes anymore. And like I said, I have a similar shade that I prefer, so I'm gonna pass this on. And this is just a mini. And then I have another shade that I used to really love as well. I like the color, but again, it's very matte, and I just don't like a matte blush anymore. This I got in an Ipsy bag, and the shade is Kitty Pink, and it's from the brand Dirty Little Secrets, and it's a really pretty peachy pink. But again, I just don't care for matte blushes, and I have blushes I like more in my collection, so I'll pass this one off for someone else to love and use. And lastly, I have this highlighter from Kaja. It's the Mochi Glow Highlighter in Toy Alien. This came in a set I got for Christmas. I really enjoyed the other products in that set, but this highlighter is a cream highlighter, which I'm not big on cream highlight to begin with. And this just seems pretty dry to me. It's very subtle, which also is like not my preference in highlight, so I will pass this along to someone else. Then I have some lipsticks. The first one I have is from ColourPop, and it's in Still Crazy, and I was never crazy about this color. It's like I don't know, a darkish pink color. I just don't really like this color that much, so I'm going to pass it on. It has a beautiful formula though, so I'm sure someone will get a lot of use out of it. The second one is by Mellow. I got this in an Ipsy. It's in the color Nude, but it's like almost the same color as the other one, only it's matte. And when I went through my collection, I had a lot of shades that were similar to this. So yeah, I just needed to get rid of some of the repetitive shades and this wasn't a favorite formula, so I'm passing that on. Then I have a mini from Bite Beauty in Chai. This was a birthday gift, and again, it's like a darker version of those two colors, but it has a really nice formula. And again, someone else will definitely get some use out of that. And then this one is a mini from Bite Beauty, and I'm not sure the shade. The writing is so small. I think it's Whipped, but it is one of their little liquid lips. It doesn't really dry down. It's more like a really pigmented gloss. I just don't really love the formula, and I don't love the color, so I'm going to pass this one on. And then I just have a couple more random items. I have this primer from e.l.f. It's their hydrating face primer. I used one of these completely up, so I thought I really liked it and repurchased it recently, but I don't like this anymore. It's very silicone-y and it's just like not my preference anymore. So I'll pass this off to someone else. And then lastly, I have this brow gel from Anastasia. It's their colored one, and it's just too dark. I don't like the brush on it. I really like their clear brow gel. That's what I have in my brows today. But yeah, I just don't care for their colored one. So I'm gonna pass that on. So it feels really good to kind of clean out my collection. I might look at some more of my collection that I didn't quite get to when I went through it this time. But yeah, that is my declutter for now. If you like makeup videos, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.